Hello everyone and welcome to another video on the channel. Today's video is going to be basically a pickups video. Hang on a second, I'll be back. I forgot to pull out a few. Give me a second. There we go, I think I've got everything now. So yeah, this is going to be, well, two pickups which I'll show first, and two deliveries, and the rest are pickups from this morning's outing with Tim again. As usual, went a bit mad, got quite a lot of stuff, some good stuff here definitely. A few charity shop stuff, some CEX pickups, a few HMV pickups as well. So yeah, very happy with that. I will just say I am going to the cinema in about 40 minutes, so if this video goes on any longer than that, I'll have to pause it and come back to you after I get back. I'm going to go and see the 30th anniversary re-release of Clueless. It's a film I've seen once before on the Blu-ray. I really enjoyed it, loved 90s films. And it's only an hour and a half, so I thought get myself out the house, go and watch a good film. So I'm going to do that this afternoon. But yeah, I'll get straight on with the deliveries. The first one, I think it was when I was watching The Comedian with Robert De Niro last week. I was looking at some more of his newer films that are available on physical that I haven't seen, and this was one of them that sparked my interest because it's got a pretty good cast. It's a film called The Comeback Trail, obviously starring Robert De Niro. You've got Morgan Freeman, Tommy Lee Jones, you've got Zach Braff in here as well. Let's see if I can see any other names on the back. Emile Hirsch, Eddie Griffin. Decent cast. Directed by and written by George Gallo. Looks like it's based on another film, so it's a remake. 2020, it's an hour and a half. I think this is a comedy from the looks of it. It's all in foreign on the back because this is a foreign release, but it says, "Don't call it a comeback, okay, call it a comeback." So yeah, I think it's going to be some sort of comedy about maybe stunt guys. Hollywood has never pulled a stunt like this, making a film or something. Yeah, don't know, could be a good one. That got good cast for that one. And then this one was one of Roy's recommendations last week before. He said this is a great, I think it's a film noir. James Cagney, who I've not really got any films with him starring in. Jean Harlow as well. It's a film called The Public Enemy, directed by William A. Wellman, who I believe Roy has spoken about and praised on his channel quite a few times before. Excuse me, very hot today. I've just had a shower and I'm still bloody boiling. Yeah, so I like a good film noir. Roy said this was a pretty good one set during Prohibition, so the 20s. So yeah, could have a lot of fun with that. What did that? 31 that came out. So those are my two deliveries. On to the pickups. Now, where to start? I'm going to try and separate them because I want to try and show all the ones. So that's all Blu-rays. These are DVDs. There's a few Blu-rays snuck in, so I'll just have to go across them. There's quite a lot, as usual. Maybe around the same as last time, maybe a little bit less, I'm not sure. I got more in the charity shops this time definitely than I did in CEX. First one is early noughties American comedy, which I haven't seen before, but it's got a decent cast, so I thought for £1 why not. It's called The Sweetest Thing, and it stars Cameron Diaz, Christina Applegate and Selma Blair. We've also got Thomas Jane in there, Jason Bateman and Parker Posey. So yeah, anyone seen that one? Any good? Let me know. This is late 90s. This is 99 this came out. Yep, 1999 this one came out. Another comedy, coming of age, friendship type film. It's a film called The Woods. Stars Taye Diggs, Richard T. Jones, Omar Epps. Don't know anyone else in it. Directed by Rick Famuyiwa, who I believe also directed Dope, which is one of the films that has been picked for the watch pile this week. So yeah, that could be another good one. Next up we have again an early noughties teen sort of comedy film called The Perfect Score. Stars Scarlett Johansson, Erica Christensen, Chris Evans. So this is before the Marvel films, but obviously Scarlett Johansson and Chris Evans starred in a film together, and I think they did another one after this, The Nanny Diaries as well. Yep, looks like a fun little comedy, so yeah, could be good, that one. And then we have one called Management, another American comedy with Jennifer Aniston and Steve Zahn, Woody Harrelson, Fred Ward. Decent cast, all about a motel, I think. And the guy that owns the hotel, falls in love with a businesswoman that's checked in. Yeah, I think I'd like that one. This was one that I actually had on in my eBay, like, not basket, you know, when you save them for later, because this was one that Ash mentioned in his 2006 video, so I was intending on getting this, but found it cheaper in a charity shop for £1. So I thought, why the hell not? It's called Little Children. It's a Todd Field film starring Kate Winslet, Jennifer Connelly, Patrick Wilson, Jackie O'Haley as well. It says was nominated for an Oscar in this one. He is on the back there. So yeah, be interesting to see what that one's like, because from the way that Ash was describing it, sounds right up my street, that one. And in the same charity shop, I believe Sam's just picked this up as well. And I love a good British film, and I'd never heard of this one until I saw it mentioned in Sam's video. British film, don't know anyone in it either. It's a film called Brick Lane, again £1. I'm not too sure what this is about, so let me know down below if this is any good. Yeah, it was at the BFI Film Festival in 2007, so, and nominated for a BAFTA. So is it any good, this one? Let me know down below. Brick Lane. Next up, this is a New Zealand film, I believe, but I've heard it's a really good film. I've only ever heard good things said about it, and it was there last time, I just didn't pick it up, so I thought again for £1 I would pick it up this time, and it is a film called Whale Rider, written and directed by Nicky Caro. I'm just trying to see if I know anyone in it. Cliff Curtis, I know Cliff Curtis. That's about it, don't think I know anyone else in it. But yeah, I've always heard good things said about this one, although as I said, I'm not too familiar with what's about. For £1 I picked it up, blind bought it. This is another charity shop one, film I've seen before, film by Mike Nichols. Highly recommend this to anyone that hasn't seen it. It's a film called Primary Colours with John Travolta and Emma Thompson. But the standout for me in this is definitely Kathy Bates. I believe she was nominated for some awards for her performance in this. She is incredible in this film. Very sad character she plays. You've got Billy Bob Thornton in this as well. Adrian Lester, Maura Tierney. Brilliant film this is. Like I said, Mike Nichols film written by Elaine May. Thoroughly enjoy this. All about a Southern governor who's vying to get into the White House to be the president. So it's kind of like his sort of campaign, that sort of thing. But very funny, very good political satire in my opinion. So yeah, recommend that one if you're interested. Where will we go to? I'm trying to do all the DVDs first, but there's too many piles. This one I got in charity shop in the village that I work in on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday, or no. Was it Thursday? Yeah, I think it was Thursday. One that I'd heard of, I think it's on Netflix at the moment, if that's the case, but for 50p I thought I'd pick it up, give it a go. It's a film called Awake, starring Jessica Alba, Hayden Christensen, Terrence Howard, who else is in this? Lena Olin. Yeah, I heard it's like a nice easygoing watch of a thriller, 80 minutes, so yeah, let me know if that's any good down below. I'll try and move these so they're out of the way. This one, Tim kindly passed over to me because he upgraded to the newly released Blu-ray, which was released by Curzon, I believe. But he said it's quite a hard watch, but he thinks I'd enjoy it. So it's called Dancer in the Dark. It's a Lars von Trier film starring Bjork and Catherine Deneuve. So yeah, don't know too much about this one, only for its notoriety of being quite a controversial film. So yeah, that's Dancer in the Dark. Then we have this one, which was in a 2 for £1 in a charity shop. Morgan Freeman, Paz Vega in a film called 10 Items or Less. Looks like a nice easy watch. Bobby Cannavale and Jonah Hill is in this one as well. Yeah, if you know anything about this one, let me know down below. old one here. This is from the 40s, 47 this came out, and I think it's had a remake since then. Great cast: Richard Attenborough, Hermione Baddeley, William Hartnell in Brighton Rock. Yeah, I said when I picked this up, I said to Tim, I didn't realise that William Hartnell was a film star or was in any films before Doctor Who. But obviously he was. So yeah, that'd be an interesting one to give a watch. Then we have Of Mice and Men, which is a film based on a novel by John Steinbeck, who I have read the novel actually. Very sad book, but I've never seen the film, so I thought, yeah, I'd give the film a watch. Directed by Gary Sinise as well. Did not know he directed it as well. Obviously stars him and John Malkovich. Yeah, looking forward to watching that one. Then we have another classic: Elizabeth Taylor, Paul Newman, Burr Lives in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. There is a Blu-ray goes about for this, but for £2 I thought I'd just grab the DVD, because again it's another one that I've heard is an absolute classic, and I'm really getting into these older films now, so happy to add that one to the collection. Then we have one, Robert Redford, Helen Mirren, Willem Dafoe for 99p. It's called The Clearing. It looks like a thriller of sorts. Doesn't really say what it's about, but anything with that cast in, got to give a go, haven't you? Only 90 minutes as well. So yeah, if you've seen that, let me know if it's any good. Next up, one with Dane Cook, Jessica Simpson, Dax Shepard. Looks like another easy American comedy watch, called Employee of the Month. All set up like a wholesaler's, it looks like, or like do-it-yourself DIY type of shop, like a B&Q over here. I think, I don't know, I haven't seen the film, so I couldn't really comment, but yeah, looks like a fun watch, that one. Then this one I chucked in because it was in with the 3 for £1 in that one charity shop, and it probably ain't going to be very much good, but it could be worth the one-time watch. It's called The Carrier. John Cusack, Robert De Niro, Crispin Glover, Dominic Purcell. So yeah, not the best cast. I mean, Robert De Niro's good, obviously I do like John Cusack as well, but yeah, I've not heard the best things about this, but willing to give it a go. Then again, 3 for £1. Not heard too much about this. It's a film by Julie Delpy, starring her as well, and Adam Goldberg. It's called 2 Days in Paris. So yeah, I don't know too much about this one either. So let me know if you've seen it down below, what it's like. This one got a good cast. I think this was also in the 3 for £1. I'll read the cast out first. Christina Ricci, Thora Birch, Gabby Hoffman, Ashley Aston Moore, Melanie Griffith, Demi Moore, Rosie O'Donnell, and Rita Wilson. I'd never heard of this before, but the quote at the bottom says the best coming of age movie since Stand By Me, so I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. It's a film called Now and Then. I don't know, but for the cast alone it merits getting in the 3 for £1 just to see it could be good. It's got a good cast. Then this one I think Sam's picked up recently. I don't think he's seen it yet, but he said it looked quite good. It does look quite good. It's got good cast. Clive Owen, Jennifer Aniston, Vincent Cassel in a film called Derailed. Yeah, not too familiar with this one. I think, is it set in, where is it set? I always thought this was like a British film. I don't know. Melissa George, Addison Timlin, RZA, very random. Yeah, Derailed. And this was in a 5 for £1 and was the only one I really wanted, so I just grabbed another 4. Heaven with Cate Blanchett, Giovanni Ribisi. Not too sure what this is about, to be honest. I've seen it around again, but again, for the cast, I thought I'd give it a go. Directed by Tom Tykwer, is that Tom Twyker? Should set her off in the background. Didn't say anything to her, but she never shuts up. Oh, I have to tell her to shut up now. Alexa, be quiet. There we go. Yeah, something to do with like a conspiracy of sorts. She becomes a fugitive on the run, falls in love with Giovanni Ribisi's character. Yeah, could be alright, that one. And these were some of the ones that I got with it. Tim said this was good. I believe my stepdad's got this one on DVD, but I thought I'd get it for my collection. Give it a go. Chopper, Eric Bana, Australian film. I think this is his first film, directed by Andrew Dominic, who's a bit hit and miss director from the films I've seen of him. Yep, heard good things about that one. Then we have Little Nicky. I've not seen this for years. I'm getting into my comedies, as you know, more the American ones, and yeah, Adam Sandler's hit or miss, but I remember enjoying this one back in the day. Who else is in this one? Reese Witherspoon, Mother Looks at Things, Patricia Arquette, Harvey Keitel, Reese Ifans, Rodney Dangerfield. Yeah, decent cast. Looks like Harvey Keitel. Yeah, I said Harvey Keitel, didn't I? Yeah, Little Nicky. Then this was just one I literally just chucked in. I have no idea if this is going to be any good. Jesus Christ Superstar, directed by Norman Jewison. I think this is the original 70s version. I do like a musical, so it's possible I will actually really enjoy this. If you've seen it, let me know. Now, I love this group, this comedy group. They've done, in my opinion, one of the funniest films ever made. This was the follow-up, I think, and I've just ordered their last live performance on DVD, so that you'll see in an upcoming video. But it's Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which I've shockingly never seen. As much as I love Monty Python, I've never seen this. But Life of Brian, one of the funniest films ever made, in my opinion. This is 2 discs as well in here. I know the Blu-ray's really out of print now. I tried getting it a few weeks ago, but it's really out of print. So yeah, I'll settle for the DVD for now until it gets like re-released or something. So yeah, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Tim told me to get this one, although he did say it's quite a hard watch. Patrick Wilson, Ellen Page, or Elliot Page now, and Sandra Oh in a film called Hard Candy. Don't know too much about this. Was 50p. Looks quite horror, thriller sort of thing on the back. But yeah, I trust Tim's opinion. He knows what I do and don't like now. So, and this one, you'll have to let me know in the comments, because someone was talking about this, and I can't for the life of me remember who was talking about it in their video. So if you remember talking about this, let me know, because whoever spoke about it did praise it. So I thought I'd pick it up and give it a go myself. It's a film called Cry Wolf. So yeah, like I said, the reason I picked it up is because I've heard someone on their channel say that this was a decent little film before, but I can't remember because it was going a while back now. We've got Bon Jovi in this one though. Jared Padalecki. Yeah, I don't know anyone else in this. Jeff Wadlow directed this. Okay. Yeah, let me know if it was you that was talking about this, because my memory's not too good on that. Move that over there. Go back over to these. Then I picked up Private Benjamin with Goldie Hawn. Love a good comedy. Who else is in this? Armand Assante, Sam Wanamaker, Albert Brooks, Harry Dean Stanton, Mary Kate Place. Music by Bill Conti. Yeah, written and produced by Nancy Myers. So yeah, might enjoy that one actually. Then I got one called Spies Like Us with Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd, directed by John Landis. Yeah, this is going to be a funny watch, isn't it? I mean, with all that talent involved, it has to be somewhat funny, doesn't it? This one was sealed for £2. Another older one that I've always been interested in, called Swing Time, starring Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. I'm still sealed as well, so yeah, give that one a watch as well. And another old one from the 30s, 34. Sure, Roy's seen this one. If you've seen it, Roy, let me know. Is it good? Should I get on this soon? Leslie Howard and Betty Davis in of Human Bondage. Yeah, I just picked it up because I saw Betty Davis on it. And certain actors I just get anything if I see them for a good price. Australian film next, which I haven't heard of before. It's got Sam Neill in it, and it's supposed to be a brilliant, heartwarming film apparently. It's called The Dish, about the basically about during Apollo 11. A story that people don't know about Australia, about scientists who basically has to help them do something, otherwise I don't know. It's a comedy, I think, but yeah, if you've seen that, is it any good? I'm just trying to rearrange because I don't want to show any Blu-rays yet. Do all the DVDs first. This one was another CEX one, James Spader, Angela Bassett, Supernova. You'll have to correct me, but is this the one that Coppola took over, Francis Ford Coppola? Because I know there was a film around this time that he basically took over and uncredited directed it, and I'm wondering if it's this one. I have a feeling it is, and I have a feeling it's not supposed to be a great film, but for £1 I thought I'd give it a go. Who else is it? Robert Forster, Lou Diamond Phillips, Peter Facinelli, Robin Tunney. Yeah, let me know on that one. Is that the one I'm thinking of? I'm not sure if I've got this one, but Ash recently picked this up in his latest haul video on Blu-ray, and I know the Blu-ray is very out of print now, so I thought I'd just grab the DVD even if I've already got it for £1. Shallow Hal, another American comedy I've not seen. Jack Black, Gwyneth Paltrow. Gotta be funny, ain't it? I mean, with it's the Farrelly brothers, so this like year of film, I mean, they did Dumb and Dumber, Kingpin, There's Something About Mary, Me, Myself and Irene, this, Stuck on Love. So it's kind of hit after hit after hit. So I think this one will be quite good. Next up is a film called Iris with Judi Dench, Kate Winslet and Jim Broadbent. I would talk more about these films, but one, I'm conscious of time, and two, I don't want this video to go on for too long. Like I say, a lot of these I've not seen, so I can't really comment on. They're sort of blind buys, but this, again, for the cast alone, it was worth buying. About a celebrated author and her soulmate, basically about her life and what she could have done with her life. Yeah. Oh, I did not know that. Jim Broadbent won an Oscar for this. Did not know that at all. Yeah. Jim Broadbent won an Oscar for this. Judi Dench won a BAFTA. Kate Winslet was nominated for an Oscar. Got to get on that then, because that's got to be good, hasn't it? Yeah, Iris. Another one with Kate Winslet in the same charity shop. Also starring Christopher Eccleston is a film called Jude. Costume drama, I would say. It's a costume collection. Late 90s, I'm going to say this is. It's 96, yeah. Michael Winterbottom film. Jim Whitfield's in this as well, okay. BBC Films production, Universal Pictures. Yeah. Again, don't know about that one, so let me know. Miss Pettigrew Lives for a Day, Frances McDormand, Amy Adams, Had Me Sold, Lee Pace, Kieran Hines, Shirley Henderson, Mark Strong as well. British feel-good comedy. Why the hell not? Next up we have one called Betty Blue. Royal probably know this one. It's a French film. I'll try and say who directed it. Jean-Jacques Benet. Is that right, Roy? Hopefully you know more than me. Is that who directed it? I can't actually say. It doesn't actually say directed by anywhere. Yeah, French film from the, is this 80s? 86, yeah. I am sure, let me know, a bit of trivia. This is featured in a film. Let me know what film this was featured in. Because I can't remember myself, I'll have to look it up. Yeah, Betty Blue. And now I know this one has a Blu-ray, but again, it was in a 2 for £1, and it's one I've not seen yet and have wanted to watch for a while. All Eyes on Me, which is the 2-pack biopic. Stars Demetrius Shipp Jr. as Tupac. Who else is in this? Hill Harper, Denai Guerrera from The Walking Dead, and obviously Black Panther. So yeah, interested to check that one out. Now, I love the original of this film. I know this is the original is one of Stuart's favourites, but even Tim said he never sees this, even the DVD, out anywhere. Don't think there is actually a UK Blu-ray anyway. So it's just in a snapper case, and I picked it up for the 2 for £1 again. The Time Machine. This is the 2002 remake with Guy Pearce, Samantha Mumba, and Jeremy Irons. Orlando Jones, Mark Addy's in this one as well. What's this like up against the original, if anyone's seen it? Is it still entertaining, cheesy stuff? Let me know. This one was in a 3 for £1 somewhere. It's a film called I Capture the Castle. It stars Tara Fitzgerald, Bill Nighy, Henry Thomas, Sinead Cusack, and Romola Garai, who I think this was one of her first films. Just looking at us. Rose Byrne, who's actually on the back, but she's not mentioned within the rest of the cast. Just seeing if I've missed anyone on. James Faulkner. Henry Cavill's in this as well, okay. David Bamber. Okay, this could be quite a good British film then. Based on a novel as well. Yeah, if you've seen that, let me know if it's any good. And another classic, which I know is available on Blu-ray, but sealed, 50p, because it was in the 2 for £1. The Quiet Man, John Wayne, Maureen O'Hara in a John Ford film. Got to be brilliant, hadn't it? I think this was the one that's set in Ireland. Let me know. I'm sure Roy's going to be in the comments saying, watch this one, watch this one, watch this, because there's a lot of old films here that I'm sure he probably really enjoys. Again, where was this? It was just in a random shop, 50p. David Mitchell, Robert Webb in a film called Magicians. Now, I've never seen Peep Show. I know Sam loves Peep Show. But I did watch the sitcom they did a few years ago called Back, which I really enjoyed. And so I do like that, so I probably should watch Peep Show. But I didn't know they'd done a film together. Peter Capaldi, Andrea Riseborough, Darren Boyd. So, Sam, have you seen this one? Anyone else seen this one? Any good? Just getting the last of the Blu-rays out the way. Another John Wayne, John Ford film. Again, CX £1. Roy's probably seen this as well. She Wore a Yellow Ribbon. Ben Johnson's in this one as well. Don't know anything else, but it's John Ford and John Wayne, so yeah, obviously. And this one actually, funny story. I'm going to leave this one actually, because there's a story to go with this one. Yeah, I'll leave that one for a bit. Some more DVDs, still going. Eaten by Lions. This one is a film I've seen a while ago. It's got, what's his name, Jack Carroll, who's in Trolleyed, and he was the runner-up of Britain's Got Talent years ago. Asim Chowdhury from People Just Do Nothing, Vicky Pepperdine, Johnny Vegas, Nitin Ganatra, you might know as Masood from EastEnders. Is her name? Is she Hayley Tamadan? She was in Coronation Street, I think. And Kevin Eldon as well. But yeah, I've seen it a long time ago when it came out, so thought I'd grab it, watch it again. This one's still sealed for 99p. I've heard of it, never seen it, not too sure what it's about. About the American poet Emily Dickinson. It's called A Quiet Passion. I know they did an Apple series about her called Dickinson with Haley Steinfeld. This came out before did I say Steinfeld? I don't know, I'm just mincing my words at this point. Cynthia Nixon, Jennifer L, Keith Carradine. Yeah, is that any good? Next up, A Room with a View, James Ivory production. Did he direct it as well? It's all backwards on it. Merchant Ivory, directed by James Ivory, yeah. Sure Stuart's seen this one. Is this any good, Stuart? Next up, a war film with a fantastic cast. Paul Newman, Eva Marie Saint, Ralph Richardson, Peter Lawford, Lee J. Cobb, Salma Neo, in a film called Exodus. Yeah, for the cast alone, I had to pick that up. 1960, film by Otto Preminger, who obviously directed the Academy Award winning film Anatomy of a Murder. Brilliant film that is, but haven't seen this one yet. Exodus. Then next up, never heard of this film. Didn't even know these two did a film together outside of Scream. I obviously knew they were married, but I didn't know this film existed. It's a film called The Shrink Is In, starring Courtney Cox and David Arquette. Another one I just didn't know. Directed by Richard Benjamin. It says Carol Kane's in this as well. Yeah, let me know if anyone knows anything about this one, because I have no idea. This one was another one that I had it on an eBay list because Sam rewatched this again recently and just said how much he loved this. And both of us have been watching Jim Carrey's films recently. The Blu-ray's extremely out of print, so for 50p the DVD will do until it gets re-released. That's The Cable Guy, Jim Carrey, Matthew Broderick. Ben Stiller directed this. I think he's got a small role in it. Leslie Mann, George Segal. Yeah, I've seen it the once, remember it being funny, need to give it another watch. The Cable Guy. Next up, a Marilyn Monroe film, also starring Jeffrey Lynn, Hometown Story. Anyone seen this one? Yeah, I'm not too sure what this one is. 1951. This one I could probably watch fairly soon. It's an hour long. Don't get films that long really, generally. 61 minutes it is. So yeah, nice easy watch. Let me know if you've seen that one. Next up we have Ransom with Mel Gibson. This is a Ron Howard film. Again, there's no Blu-ray for this. It's one of the Ron Howard films I've not seen yet. I am a Mel Gibson fan, so no-brainer there. I had never heard of this one before. I'm just looking at the time. I've got about 5 minutes. I'll do the rest of the DVDs and then I'll pause it and I'll do the Blu-rays when I get back from the cinema. Never heard of this, but sounds like it could be quite a funny film. It's called The Aristocats. Features comedians such as Chris Rock, Eddie Izzard, Billy Connolly, Robin Williams, Whoopi Goldberg, and then on the front you got Hank Azaria, George Carlin, Carrie Fisher, Gilbert Gottfried, Eric Idle, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, Penn and Teller, Paul Reiser, Bob Saget, Harry Shearer, Sarah Silverman, and many, many more. It says, vile, disgusting, and hilarious. Take a deep breath. The Aristocats captures 100 of the world's superstar comics trying to outdo each other with the most hysterically disgusting, offensive verbal images they can spit out. I don't know how I'd never heard of this film. Has anyone seen it? Is it any good? Let me know. The Aristocrats. Next up we have, this was in the 3 for £1, so it was just chucking in the pile. I think it's an American comedy from the early noughties. I think I've heard of this before. It's called Kissing Jessica Stein. I don't know the two lead actresses in this. I'm just looking to see. Jackie Hoffman I know because she is in Only Murders in the Building. But yeah, I don't know anyone else in this, to be fair. Yeah, anyone know this one? Kissing Jessica Stein. This one interests me. It popped out straight away to me. It was on the top. The case was a bit dodgy, but I managed to fix it. Jason Clarke, Kate Mara, Ed Helms, Bruce Dern, in a film called The Senator, based on a true story about Chappaquiddick, about Ted Kennedy in the 60s. Basically, it's a true story, so I can tell you. He was having sort of this love affair with this young woman, and they get in an accident one day and she dies, flies off the bridge, and she unfortunately dies. And it's them basically trying to cover it up and change the narrative. So yeah, I think I'm going to really dig this one. Jim Gaffigan in this as well, Clancy Brown, Olivia Thirlby. Yeah, that one I think is going to be a pretty good one. The Senator. 4 more. We have Clerks 2. Love the original Clerks. Never seen any of the others. I know there's a Blu-ray for this somewhere. Might be import. But some people say this is pretty good. The second one. I do love Kevin Smith films generally. So obviously going to give this one a go. Then we have Monsters Ball. Halle Berry won her Oscar for this. Got Billy Bob Thornton. All about wife of a man on death row. Billy Bob Thornton plays the executioner, about their relationship, sort of. Sean Combs. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Sorry. Mos Def and Peter Boyle. Yeah. Oh, and Heath Ledger. How could I miss Heath Ledger off of there? Yeah. Oh, Heath Ledger as well. Yeah. That's a bit, I'm not going to say anything, but you know what I mean. Monsters Ball. Didn't even know that, but there you go. Next up is Striptease with Demi Moore. You got Burt Reynolds, Armand Assante, Ving Rhames, Robert Patrick. 90s film this is, another snapper case one. Yeah, don't know too much about that, but I do like Demi Moore. And the last of the DVDs, and then like I said, we'll come back for the Blu-rays, is a film with Al Pacino. It's a film called 88 Minutes. Surprisingly, it's not 88 minutes, it's 103. There you go, Sam. Did Sam joke. It's a tense thriller, I think. So, I'll give it a go. So, yeah, that's it. I'm going to pause the video there because I'm going to go off to the cinema now. I'll come back once I've obviously come back from the cinema, and I'll do the rest, all the Blu-rays, which there's definitely not as many Blu-rays as there were DVDs. And yeah, this isn't going to go up until Monday anyway, so I've got plenty of time to finish it. But yeah, I will be back in a bit. I just got back from the cinema from watching Clueless. Always great watching these re-releases at cinemas when they come around. Especially now I can drive and I can go to them basically whenever I want to. Might be able to get to see some more classics on the big screen. Be good, especially ones that I've not seen before. Would be good to get out and watch them. I know there's the Goonies next month, which I'll definitely be going to the end of the month. But yeah, just be keeping my eyes out for any more that come to my local cinema. Because yeah, some ways I prefer watching them at the cinema than some new films, because I know I enjoy them and I know they're going to be of a good quality. Unlike a lot of the films we get nowadays, unfortunately, the big blockbusters and all comedies, stuff like that. Anyway, let's get cracking on with the Blu-rays. It's a mixture. Basically, I asked Tim a few weeks back to get me a few from Bristol City Centre, which he very kindly did, and I sent him the money over. And then it's the ones that I picked up this morning when I went out with Tim as well. Yeah, and a few from H&B. Excuse me if I'm sweating a lot. It's very hot again today. First one is an Alan Parker film. This is the 25th anniversary edition. It's called The Commitments. Now I've heard this is supposed to be a brilliant film by word, but I don't know too much about it. Obviously Alan Parker, who directed Midnight Express. His last film was The Life of David Gale. Obviously this. I think he did he do Angela's Ashes as well? Probably others that I can't remember off the top of my head. Did Alan Parker do Angel Heart? I think he did, didn't he? Which is a good film. Looks like a set in Dublin. So yeah, don't know too much about that. The Commitment. Next up's one that I actually watched when it came out. Probably a bit too young to watch it when it came out, because I would have been 11, so it probably went over my head a bit. It's a post-apocalyptic film from director Kevin MacDonald called How I Live Now, with Saoirse Ronan. We've got a very young Tom Holland in here as well, George McKay, Anna Chancellor as well. Yeah, basically set in the English countryside about a young American teenager who's sent to live with her cousins for the summer, and whilst this happens, the world basically goes to shit, and she's got to basically look after her younger cousins. And I remember it being good, but now I'm older, I'd probably appreciate it even more. So yeah, I thought I'd add that one to the collection as well. Next up, Nicolas Cage film. Got a few Nicolas Cage ones here. Can't go wrong with Nicolas Cage. Even, I mean, they have done some ones that are unwatchable. I've heard Prisoners of the Ghostland's pretty bad, so I'll probably stay away from that. But this one looks like a good war film. It says from the director of Duh, and it doesn't say. I think it's John Woo. Wind Talkers, about the Navajo, and a code talker he befriends during the war. Yeah, don't know too much about this. Mark Ruffalo's in it as well. Christian Slater, music by James Horner. Yeah, sounds like it could be a good one, that one. As with all of these, let me know if you've seen any of them, any that I should push to the top down below. This one was kind of just, it's a British film, it's 50p, it might not be any good, but for 50p, I'm just willing to give it a go. It is a rental copy as well, but I'm willing to give it a go. It's a film called Fast Girls. As you can see, it's got Lily James in, Lenora Critchlow, I'm assuming it's this lady here, I'm not too familiar with her. Someone called Bradley James, who I'm not too familiar with. Noel Clarke, who bit blacklisted now, isn't he? Bit of a wrong un from what I have heard. Yeah, don't know Olympics, about the Olympic girls running team, something like that. Don't know. Give it a go then. Like I said, for 50p, not really wasting much. Classic American comedy here. I've seen this many years ago, so it's definitely overdue a rewatch soon. Vince Vaughn, Ben Stiller in Dodgeball. Yeah, been a very long time since I last watched this. I remember Ben Stiller being unhinged in this. Kind of reminds me of the Hal L character he plays, the orderly in the original Happy Gilmore. I think he's reprising his role in the new one. Kind of reminds me of that kind of character in this. Gives off that sort of energy, if you know what I mean, if you've seen both of those films. Very odd special features on this. You've got the trailer for Dodgeball and the trailer for Night at the Museum, and that's it. Very odd special features there, but hey ho. Dodgeball. And another one for the premium collection, which was £4. I believe this was one of the ones, I think this wasn't this, because they've basically recently re-released a batch of premium titles that were on the premium collection as standard Blu-rays, of which I've picked up 2 of them because they were out of print. So very happy to get them. These were ones because they were Paramount. They were re-released standard last year or the year before, but obviously this was one of the later premium editions anyway. It's a film called Target, starring Gene Hackman and Matt Dillon. Gene Hackman, can't go wrong. I don't mind Matt Dillon either. I think he's pretty good. A bit of scratches on the back, but for £4 for a premium edition, can't go wrong. It's still got the poster, it's still got the art cards, so yeah, I don't mind that. Give that one a go as well. That one is called Target. What number is it? 131. So yes, one of the later, definitely one of the last ones I would say on the premium collection. That's Target. I'll move this one. Next up, this is a Chris Morris film, who also did Is It the Day Shall Come about 6 years ago, which was okay. And he did this one before, and this one's supposed to be hilarious. It's one that's always been on my radar to watch, I just never have, and that is Four Lions. I don't really know. I think it's quite I don't want to say controversial, but it's a bit of an out there comedy. I think it's about a group of young men who are basically being, what's the word? There's a word, radicalized, basically, but comedically. It's not a serious film from what I gather, and they're supposed to be really shit at what they're doing. So yeah, I've heard funny things about that, so look forward to that one. Another Nicolas Cage one here, also Julianne Moore. Is that Jessica Biel as well? I think so. I think that's Jessica Biel. The writing is so small. I know what Stuart's going on about on some of these because it's so small. Yeah, Jessica Biel, Thomas Kretschmann, Tori Kittles, and Peter Falk. All interested me even more now. Next, if Peter Falk's in it, I'm more interested now, especially Nicolas Cage, Julianne Moore, favourite actress of mine. Yes, sign me up to that. Next, yeah, don't know too much about that. Thriller by the looks of things. Yeah, next. And next, did a Sam joke there, is a film called The Master, a Paul Thomas Anderson film, one that I've not seen yet. Joaquin Phoenix, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Amy Adams. About a group of Scientologists, I think, on a boat. I've seen the trailer, that's the gist, I think. Something about the cause. Again, sounds like he's being radicalized or something. I don't know too much, but it's Paul Thomas Anderson, so definitely going to give it a go. The Master. Next up, we have a Neil Jordan film starring Gemma Arterton and Saoirse Ronan called Byzantium, I think it's called. It's a vampire film, so along the same lines as Interview with the Vampire. But I've heard really good things about this. Yeah, really good things about this. So, yes, I shall be getting onto this one fairly soon. I'm just going to take a very short break and then we'll come back and do the last, I say last few, there's still quite a bit to go through, Blu-rays and one 4K. I'm back to do the last few. I'm going to be splicing this video together quite a bit, I think. Next up was a find in Oxfam. You don't see this on Blu-ray very often. I think it might be out of print now. I do have the DVD decased, but I thought it'd be nice to just get the Blu-ray for a £5. Because it's a film I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy. It's a Lasse Hallström film starring Kevin Spacey, Julianne Moore, Judi Dench and Cate Blanchett, and it is The Shipping News. Yeah, it just looks like my type of film. Got a good cast, Scott Glenn, Rissa fans, Pete Postlethwaite as well. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's seen that, but doesn't Judi Dench play his aunt or something and they've got to move back home? And it's like a little fishing village. Yeah, not too sure, not seen it. The Shipping News. Now, the next one. So, when I was in CEX, I picked this up because I just wanted it because I've not seen it yet. Sam would say this is probably Wes Anderson's second best film and I've not seen it yet, so I thought I'd just pick it up so I could watch it. And that is The Royal Tenenbaums, the DVD, 2-disc. DVD, special edition, collector's edition, whatever. So I was happy with that. I thought, yeah, I got that, I can watch that. However, I forgot what Sam told me the other day, that they've started restocking some of the Wes Anderson Criterions in HMV. Didn't think anything of it, and we were in HMV, and Tim pointed out, oh look, the Royal Tenenbaums, or it was one of them, Wes Anderson ones, it's on sale, $14.99. So I grabbed it for £15 because the Blu-ray's better. I know this one comes and goes quite frequently, so I thought I'd grab it whilst I could. And yeah, I know for a fact I'm gonna love this film when I get around to it, because I haven't seen a Wes Anderson film I've not enjoyed, if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, The Royal Tenenbaums, DVD and Blu-ray. So I am, when I meet up with Tim next, I will because I was supposed to pass this on to him, so I will pass this on to him when we meet up next time. Next up, I've been getting into my Agatha Christie adaptations recently. This is one of them. Again, it was in CX when Tim went, and I just said, yeah, grab it for me. It's Peter Ustinov as Poirot in Evil Under the Sun. Also stars Diana Rigg, Maggie Smith, Roddy McDowall, Sylvia Miles, James Mason. Good cast. Directed by Guy Hamilton, who I believe also did The Mirror Cracked, which I've recently watched. And it's all got its photographs in still, Tim said. So yeah, 1981, the year after the Mirror Cracked, this came out, I believe. But yeah, looking forward to giving that a watch. This one I've seen before. Great to have it in the collection finally. Very funny film if you've not seen it. It's called Little Monsters, not the 80s one with, is it Fred Savage and Howie Mandel? Not that one. This one's 6 years old, 2019. You got Lupita Nyong'o, Alexander England, and Josh Gad going up against zombies. Basically, they're on a what they call school outing. I can't school excursion, whatever, and to a farm, and they get into the middle of a zombie virus outbreak and have to fend off against the zombies and try and protect the children. You got Josh Gad, who's like this obnoxious children's television host that's just a bit of an asshole. Very funny in it, as you would expect. And yeah, I really liked this film when I last watched it, so very happy to have this in the collection now. That is Little Monsters. Next up, one that I think Roy recommended a while back now, and it was shown in stock for £6, and I thought, it's on the BFI label, I'd give it a go. And it's a film starring Donald Sutherland, and it's called Eye of the Needle. I believe it's a war film set in England. Trying to see who else is it. Kate Nelligan, Ian Bannon, Christopher Cazenove, don't know them. Directed by Richard Marquand, though, obviously he did one of the original Star Wars films, didn't he? Was it Return of the Jedi, maybe? Maybe it was the original, I don't know. Only just got into Star Wars, really. But yep, Eye of the Needle. I'll save those till last, and that. Next up, if you've watched my channel for a number of any length of time, well, because especially since recently, one of my favourite films of all time is Titanic. I love the story, like the history behind it itself, the love story in the film. Just love everything about it. But I've never seen any other Titanic film, and this is the one that everybody always says, watch this, you'll love it. So I finally picked up £5, Kenneth More, A Night to Remember. Yeah, the original, well, not the original Titanic film, because I think there was another one before this one, but one of the most, outside of Titanic that we all know, probably the most famous one. I said Kenneth More, Honor Blackman. Oh, David McCallum. Now I'm interested, because I do like David McCallum. I know him from NCIS because I watched that for years. He was in that. Obviously, Man from U.N.C.L.E., Great Escape, obviously, as well. Yeah, great actor. But yeah, another Titanic film. Definitely interested to check that one out. Then this one was on Curzon. It's got a good cast. But I don't know too much about what it is, but it looked interesting. It's called Clouds of Silmaria. Roy, know anything about this one? I would imagine this is your type of film. I don't want to just guess, but I'd imagine it would be. It's Juliette Binoche, Kristen Stewart, and Chloe Grace Moretz. About an acclaimed actor who is asked to perform in a new production of the play that made her famous 20 years prior, but rather than reprise the role of the alluring young protagonist, now to be performed by an up-and-coming starlet, Chloe Grace Moretz, Enders will be playing the role of the older obsessive Helena. Departing to the Swiss Alps with a loyal personal assistant, Kristen Stewart, Maria begins to see life reflected in art, and like her character, cannot help but be drawn into an inexorable web of doubt and fear. Yes, that sounds good. I think that could be a good one, that. Just seeing who else is in it. Johnny Flynn, Brady Corbett, obviously recently directed The Brutalist. Yeah, could be a good one, that one. This was just to fill in a space in my collection. I just thought, as it's there, just get it. So I asked him to get it because it's one you see everywhere, so I've never really bothered picking it up before, but for £1.50 I've got it now. I enjoy both of these films. They're fun, again, American comedies, humour that is hard to get away with nowadays, but it is funny. Ted 2, yeah, I like both of these films. Wasn't huge on A Million Ways to Die in the West. I've kept it in here to rewatch at some point, but I wasn't huge on it. But both of these films are quite funny. I do enjoy them. And then we also have The Debt, Helen Mirren, Jessica Chastain, Sam Worthington, and who else is it? Kieran Hines, Tom Wilkinson, Jesper Christensen. It's a thriller of sorts. Music by Thomas Newman, that's a tick for me. Produced by Matthew Vaughn, that's another tick for me. Directed by John Madden, another tick. Tick, 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 tick for this film. Yeah, I think I'll really like that one. The Debt. Now, this will please Jim more than anyone, I would imagine. And probably Jordan at Movie Worm. You probably know what I'm getting at now. I wasn't going to get this. I'd actually bought everything else in CEX and I was waiting for Tim. And the 4Ks are downstairs by the tills, whereas the Blu-rays and DVDs are upstairs. So whilst I was stood, I just glanced at the 4Ks and saw this. It's £22, but I need to get it really, don't I? So I ummed and ahed, and then I finally decided, what the hell, I'm going to get it. It is only the 4K, but I'm fine with that. And it is RoboCop. Yes, finally got RoboCop. So yeah, we'll be giving that a watch fairly shortly. Might do a watch along with Sam on this one actually, because I think he was quite keen to do a watch along for this. And I mean, I'll open this up, Jim. If you want to join our watch along for this, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, if you want to, we won't do it. We'll probably do it. We usually do our watch alongs at about 7:30, so the same time we would start our live streams. So if you wanted to join us for this, let me know in the comments, let Sam know, message him, and we can sort that out if you're interested. But yeah, RoboCop finally in the collection. Then the last 3 HMV ones, we have Last Breath, starring Woody Harrelson, Simu Liu, and Finn Cole, which Tim recommended, said he really enjoyed it. I remember it coming out in the cinema, but I just never went to see it. So yeah, Woody Harrelson. I really like Woody Harrelson. Is it based on a true story? Yeah, the incredible true story of Chris Lemons. So yeah, that should be another good one. And then the 2 last ones, which are the ones that Warner Brothers have just re-released standard because they were out of print on the premium collection. First one, William Hurt, Kathleen Turner in Body Heat. I'm currently halfway through watching The Accidental Tourist, which is the same director, and obviously both of these starring. Really enjoying that. So yeah, this is like an erotic thriller, I think. So John Barry score as well. So yeah, I think this one could be a good one as well. And then last but by no means least, another one that I've been after for a very long time, but it's been very out of print on the premium collection. So at last I could get it and watch it, and that is Time After Time. Malcolm McDowell, David Warner, Mary Steenburgen, about H.G. Wells, who's on the hunt for Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper somehow time travels into 1970s San Francisco. H.G. Wells follows him, and it's like a cat and mouse thing, from what I understand. So yeah, looking forward to that one as well. So that's everything I've picked up today, and a few deliveries as well, and a few things that Tim's picked up for me previously. Yep, I'll merge this video together now. It'll probably be almost as long, if not longer, than my last one now, because I've waffled on a bit. All of my deliveries I'm expecting, because I might get some on Monday when this video goes up, will roll over into next week now, and I'll show them the following week. But yeah, that is everything I picked up today on my outing. Let me know your thoughts on any of these ones that I've shown in the comment section below. Don't forget to like if you like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Turn your notification bell on so you know when I have a new video uploaded to the channel. Comment down below anything and everything. As you know, I always take the time to get back to anyone that leaves me a comment, because I really do appreciate it. And that is it. So until next time everyone, take care, goodbye.